Okay, now we have the modulated signal being transmitted by the VSG. We need again to receive it the same way we did for the pure tone signal. We need to receive it using the VSA, the analyzer. But here, since we have a modulated signal, we need to do more measurements, as we will see now. First, similar to pure tone signal, we adjust our center frequency to 915 megahertz. Then the span, we can reduce it like 500 kilohertz again. Now, as we see here, we have more spectrum utilization because we have a modulated signal, not just a pure tone signal. Now, to do more measurements, we will adjust the software to show us these measurements. So we first go to measurement setup, measurement type. Instead of using vector, we pick digital modulation. Also, we need to tell the device what are the modulation parameters, similar to what we did for the VSG. We go to measurement and digital measurement setup and digital demodulation properties. Here we pick the modulation type, which is QPSK. And the sample rate, which we picked to be 26. And we move to filter, and we make sure that the roll-off factor is 0.35, which is selected here by default. Now we have the demodulation parameters set up. We can move to see different measurements. We can go to this option, which is trace layout, to change the number and how the number of windows and how they are arranged. In our case, we will pick just a grid of 2 by 2. Now for each window, we can select different measurement. In our case here, we have only this window having a measurement, which is the spectrum. For this window, let's say we want to show the constellation diagram. We go to this drop-down menu, and we pick channel 1, and we select IQ measurement time. Now this is the constellation diagram as we see here. It's a very good constellation diagram because we have the devices very close to each other. If we want to see, for example, the eye diagram also, we can go to the same drop-down menu here, and we pick IQ measurement time. Here it's showing the polar diagram. We can change it here by double-click and selecting the eye diagram, either for the quadrature or in-phase component, as we see here. And also here we can pick, for example, again the same thing, we can pick the polar diagram.